Okay, part two. Okay, part two. Baruch atah Yahuwah. Blessings to the God of Israel. Right? The God of the Messiah, his God, my God, our God. Right? So, for I'm gonna read First Corinthians from Apostle Paul right here, a servant of the Messiah. All right. For it is written, verse 19, it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise. This guy this guy in the old video, the part one was dealing with Socrates, a Greek, a non-Israelite person, right? So the intelligence of the intelligent, like Socrates, a Greek, I will frustrate. Why? Because you know about Socrates, right? You probably know some of his sayings and all this stuff, right? And you a believer of the Messiah, or you a believer in the God of Israel. You believe in Moses. You believe in the prophets. You believe in the scriptures as a whole. You believe in the hidden scriptures that was taken out of the that was taken out of your King James versions, or scriptures that's not even included in any of your new versions that you got today. Okay, it says, where is the wise man, right? Where is the scribe? Where is the philosopher of this age? So when you look up this age, it's talking about this in Greek, an age, a cycle of time, right? A specific certain point of time. So when this scripture was written, you know that in his epistles, he was dealing with real deal Greeks and real deal Israelites who became like the Greeks, right? He was dealing with both parties because a lot of the Gentiles, real deal Gentiles, non-Israelites, end up converting, end up believing in the God of Israel. You can read about that testimonies to Peter and everybody else in Jerusalem in Acts the 15th chapter. So, because there's neither Jew or Greek in the body in the Messiah, you may be a real deal Jew, a real deal Northern Kingdom Israelite, a real deal Southern Kingdom Israelite, any 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, but in the Messiah, you're not that. If you're a real deal Greek or a real deal whatever it is, a non-Israelite people, when it comes to being in the body of the Messiah, you're not even that. You a brand new creature. You know what I'm saying? Those are worldly notifications for the world to know. But you know you gotta humble yourself down and just realize that you a new creature. You know what I'm saying? Don't Israelites supposed to have a new name in the future? Look forward to that. It's in the scripture. I should give you a new name, and I'm gonna give you my new name, and I'm gonna give you the Father's name. You know what I'm saying? Come on, it's in the scriptures, man. Think in the book of Revelations. You know what I'm saying? Write the name on the stone. Yeah, it's in the book of Revelations. It says, "Has not God?" Okay, in the Greek is theos, which mean God or a God in general. So this particular God has not this particular God who was in the Old Testament and in the New Testament, Mark 9:7, has not this particular God made foolish the wisdom of the world. Socrates is of the world. Let me show you something. Because the world in the New Testament, when it says the world in certain texts, you got to look at the text. You have to know language. You know what I'm saying? You have to know language. And that word is cosmos. Like when you go in John 3:16. So when you look at John 3:16, the word cosmos, there's different variations of the word cosmo. You know what I'm saying? Some say cosmon. Some of them say that there's many variations of the word cosmos. So when you look into the actual word, the actual Greek word, hopefully it'll load quick enough. I got too many tabs, but you can look this up yourself. See, cosmos. So meaning the world, the universe, one singular thing. It's not saying universes, and it's not saying worlds. It's saying one world, one universe, right? The world, universe, worldly affairs of a particular thing. Worldly affairs, this one worldly affairs, right? The inhabitants, these one people of the world, of this one world, the inhabitants, this conglomerate of people of the one world, adornment, you know. And every time that you see this word cosmos, is see, it's talking, see, look at this. Cosmos, something ordered, right? A particular way, right? Ordered system, a particular system, this one system, like this one universe and this one creation, the one world. You see? See, order, the world. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. You gotta find these New Testament scriptures, the words that's in your scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And because not all the terminologies apply to every time you see the word world doesn't mean that it's the same Greek word. You know what I'm saying? Because as you can see, Mark 16:15 has this variation of cosmos, but then you have this variation of cosmos, because the ending word, the ending glyph of it is different. And when you go above this word cosmos is different because of the ending of the word. You know what I'm saying? It's a total different word now. You know what I'm saying? So you have to define these words. Now look up philosophy, because Paul warned you about philosophies of men, and the Messiah told you about the keeping the commandments of the traditions, the doctrines, the commandments of men. You gotta beware of the commandments of men. Pause so it could load. Okay, we're back. Philosophy. I like etymology online dictionary. It goes straight to the point. It breaks down words. You gotta break down words. Like Lashawan Hakodesh, meaning to set apart. Tongue. You gotta set apart your tongue, your language. Break it down. Knowing the definition thereof, yeah. So knowledge, body of knowledge, right? Philo, loving. Sophia, meaning knowledge, wisdom. Wise, learned. Sophias. You see? So, Paul was not lying. Paul was never a liar. So, for since in the wisdom of God, the world through its wisdom did not know him, God was pleased through the foolishness of what was preached to save those who believe. Pause. Okay, this guy right here, back to this guy. In closing, this guy is vain deceit to Bible believers, Period.